Hey guys, and today we are going to be cooking Tira de Asado, or also known as banderita here in Argentina, which in English means a roast strip or roast rib. So it's like a really thin part of the rib cage, and it has a beautiful section of meat that goes on the outside of the rib. So what would generally be a really long cooking process when we're doing a rack of ribs, it's a very quick one because the meat is only about an inch thick, and basically you have to wait until it's grilled on one side and then we turn it around, and we give it around an hour in total cooking time. So around 40 minutes, 20 minutes on each side, and you might want to grill it a little bit on sear it on the rib side to give it that really, really nice taste. So the real trick with your tira de asado, or your strip, or your whatever you want to call it. I mean, you can call it a rack of ribs that's just, you know, cut up and sliced really thinly. The trick is knowing when to turn it over. So here there are two methods. The first is you have your hand over the heat. So where your grill is, be able to hold your hand for around 10 seconds. You should, for every inch, you should calculate around 20 minutes. So if it's around 1.5 inches thick, you might get away with 25 minutes. And if it is an inch or less, you probably want to think about 15-20 minutes turning it over. So that's method number one. And the method number two is a little bit more visual. So when you see the juices coming through the meat and the cross section of the bone, when you see those red juices really coming through, that is when you should turn it over. Hi guys, and welcome back to Argentine Asado. Today we are going to be doing Tira de Asado, which is very common here in Argentina, also known as banderita. Now this is obviously a section of the rack of ribs, but it doesn't take so long because obviously it is a thinner section of the rack of ribs, and it only takes around 40 minutes, so like 15-20 minutes on each side, and then it's good to eat. And what I like about this beef is that the quality of the meat is just another level. So I really appreciate understanding where the meat comes from, understanding the food chain or the supply, and really what goes on behind the butcher is really important. So I'm really excited to be working with these guys called Salvaje, which are in Buenos Aires, and they have some amazing cuts of meat, and they supply them obviously vacuum packed, and they come to your house, and then obviously you can enjoy them here on your barbecue. And what's really cool is they have come from pasture-raised cows, so it's completely different when you compare it with a standard feedlot cow or beef that has really, you know, had a really long, inefficient supply chain. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit the cooking process, and I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. So as you can see, we have put on our ribs, and you can start to see the juice come through onto the rib, and there's a little bit of, I've salted it slightly, and then I'll turn it around and salt it on the other side. Here we have a bit of ribeye, so we're gonna just have the ribeye as a side dish, and then this is gonna be our main course. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit the cooking process, and again, this is a very quick cooking process, around 20 minutes max on each side. And basically, when you see those juices coming through onto the meat, we're gonna turn it around. You can leave it a little bit on the rib side at the end, just to grill it a little bit more on that side, but I generally don't think that's necessary. So after around 15-20 minutes on the other side, I turned it over, and there you can see the beautiful golden color coming across there on the top of those ribs, and the strip of meat that goes on the inside of the ribs. Here I've got a ribeye, which I've just been doing here, along with our strip, or our tira de asado. So stay tuned guys, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's ready to take off.